Episode 124, public episode, full show.
Public, we're nude.
Yep. We're nude.
We're nude for the
There's
public
a lot
episode. We're not wearing pants.
going on in this crazy world. On my Discord background right now, I have the world spinning. Show where
oh my god,
This
dude.
is a serious broadcast.
Okay, let's get into it.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you
Well,
very
you're
much.
a day late.
And a buck short.
So you're kind of...
Well,
Anyway,
we're not releasing a podcast. Actually,
we're going
no,
back.
yesterday was your birthday.
Yep. You fucked up. But guess what? Happy birthday.
Well, I'm just trying to think of it because...
Happy birthday, Alex. It's Alex's birthday when we release this episode.
There's a podcast that came out the morning of this recording. And there was the one that came out the 17th. So it's hard to time it right.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, you should have told me happy birthday on the last one, I guess.
I think what we need to do is change our birthdays around so they're on the same day as a podcast
Oh,
recording.
no, we're not.
Okay.
I'm not changing my birthday.
No, it's
again.
fine. No one's going to
Everyone
look
got so mad at the last guy that changed his birthday.
Who would ever go and look at what when we posted about our birthdays past years? Who would ever look that up? Nobody.
Yeah, nobody.
Okay, well then
nobody
I'll
would
switch
search
my
those.
birthday. But I'm going younger. I'm not gonna get
Oh,
older.
just changing the
Yeah,
year?
I'm gonna change the year and the date. So it's gonna be...
You're born in 2001
So
now?
tomorrow is my birthday, and I'm born in 2006.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice. So you're what? 14?
17.
17?
Damn, just turned 17. Junior year starting. This is crazy.
Damn.
I was born in December 2000.
Oh, wow.
December 2000.
2000.
September 2000.
And let me tell you, nobody likes it when you're 23.
Nobody,
right. Speaking
nobody
of-
likes it when your stepdad is
Speaking
stuck in a
of Blink
sub.
182. Yeah.
Nobody likes it when you're 37 and your billionaire stepdad dies in a submarine.
So here's your submarine. We've had one of the greatest stories ever told
Mhm.
this week that is still being told.
Mhm. Mr. Brian, audio guy, 182.
Man, audio guy 182 is just... How is that not taken?
We've talked about the Titanic museums in Branson and Tennessee, the bullshit ones, but there's a real-life Titanic museum going on with active people dying in it.
Yep.
And it's
And
still
it's in
happening.
Tennessee.
Blows all that shit out of the water.
Yeah, why
Yeah,
can't they
it's in
find them?
Tennessee.
They're just in a lake.
They got lost in the model Titanic in Branson, Missouri.
They took a
They have about
submarine
20 hours.
to the Ozarks.
I'm lost on the Christian Art Museum.
Let's get this out of the way because by the time this episode comes
Mhm.
out, they will be out of oxygen
Yes.
and a decision will be made. So
Yeah, it'll be Saturday.
probably rest in peace.
Well, if it's Saturday, then I think we can call it Saturday. Because we're all sadder than we were.
Pretty sad.
Well, that's
The
been
day before.
that's been a point of contention too. I haven't weighed one in one way or another, except I called it the Mad Cat submarine because they're using like an off-brand controller or like a PC controller to control it, which is funny. But
Yeah, Logitech PS2 controller. I don't know why that's...
I was too
It
busy.
seems like a joke. It's like too easy to make fun of. Why is that what it is?
I've been too busy to make fun of everything involved with it, but of course Twitter's like, Rip Bozo, billionaires are in there, blah, 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 even though there's like a 19-year-old son of the billionaire, blah, blah, blah. Like I
I'm
said,
sure that guy's going to be real cool.
yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
said.
next year he's
But
going to
I
be
don't-
totally cool.
No, I don't care. I don't
He's
know
going to
these
be
guys.
leftist.
But I've noticed it's been a point of contention on Twitter of people that split down the middle. People being like, if you're making jokes right now about the submarine, you can go fuck yourself, you sick creep. And like, it's whatever. People can have their opinions either way. I don't,
Yeah, it's all virtue signaling either
So,
way.
Yeah,
It really doesn't
okay,
matter
I don't
to
think,
those guys.
I don't even think
If-
all the people that are saying that virtue signaling are even like meaning to do it like that, or that are doing it are meaning to do it like that. I really just think they're just having like a genuine emotional response to this because it's deep down and it's a weird story and it's crazy and it's probably gonna be a
well,
movie
to be
someday,
fair,
you know?
anyone's
it's
dad,
genuine virtue signaling. It's like the unconscious
anyone's
kind. where
dad
you're
could be
like,
trapped in there. Like your
it
dad,
could be
my
anyone.
dad, anyone's
Be
dad.
anyone's.
But I think
I haven't talked to my dad since Father's Day.
so. There's three of us. There's three of us, and I think there's three opinions you can have regarding this. It's either it's good that everyone in there's dead, it's bad that everyone in there's dead, or you don't have an opinion. So I say all three of us, we take a side. But
All right,
Michael
I already
seems
said
like
I
he's
don't have an
neutral.
opinion.
Yeah, Michael's neutral. I'm gonna say I think it's bad that everyone's dead. You know why? Because death, it's just so bad to me.
Yeah, it's final.
And they're billionaires, right? So they all have a lot of money. What if they come out? What if one of them wanted to invest in one of my ideas? One of my ideas is the grocery store that you can drive in, so you don't have to get out of your car. Or B-Ball Crazy 2.
A submarine that can come back up.
B-Ball Crazy.
My trademarked idea, B-Ball Crazy 2. Not B-Ball Crazy. That one's played out. That one's stupid as fuck.
Yeah, I'm sick of B-Ball Crazy.
Or my
I need that.
I don't know
shit.
if the 2 is going to hold up legally.
Why not? There's 2.
I don't know. Like, what if Kevin O'Leary sees that guy's idea?
And then he's going to go, okay, what's better than B-Ball Crazy 1? Well, clearly the sequel. There's why else is there a 2?
At that point.
Yeah.
At that point, let's go to Kevin O'Leary 2.
What if he makes 3?
Okay, well, I'll trademark 1, or I'll trademark 2 through 10. And then after that, it just gets ridiculous.
I'll threaten him. I'll say, I'll go over to Matt Cubo over there. I don't give a shit. Have you seen Mark Cuban in the newer Shark Tank episodes?
I have not.
He looks like he's his own embalmed corpse.
Really?
Like his TV
That's a good
makeup
look.
now, because he's just so old looking now, but they're still trying to make him look like 2010 Mark Cuban. And man, he looks crazy. He looks like he's made of wax. It's fucking insane.
He's Botoxed up. He looks like Demi Lovato.
I walked by the TV the other night. My girlfriend had it on as like background noise while she was studying, and I just like stopped. I was like, "Oh, is he dead?"
Not yet.
It's fucking in awe. Anyway, Mark, if you want to come on the pod,
Yeah, I also have some ideas from Mark as well. There's the gun that instead of bullets, it shoots a smaller gun. And then that gun shoots another gun. And so then that gun shoots another gun. And then you can shoot bullets. So it prevents shootings.
Well, how small are the bullets?
there were a lot of great ideas.
like
One of the
size
best
of
threads
bullets.
One of the best threads I think on Twitter in a while is posted by our friend Stefan, boring as heck this week. He's digging through the replies in the Kevin O'Leary tweet about, in 200 words or less, pitch me an invention or your idea. And man, some of them were so funny. Like, I love the ones that are just like, get us out of this woke nation, or like, stop the woke.
There was a lot where it was just like hashtag Bitcoin, hashtag Dogecoin, hashtag Pepe.
Yep. To the moon.
Yeah, guys who are used to being on Elon Musk Twitter, where you can just say like, "What if there was a Bitcoin, but like in a car?" And they're like, "Yes, yes."
Yep.
But
my favorite was the guy saying, "How about a Costco with smaller portions for people with not so many kids or no kids?"
the Costco for one
Yeah,
or
and it's
two.
not a Costco, and you don't need a membership.
It's so fucking funny. Like, that guy was completely genuine. He wanted a smaller Costco.
That shit is awesome. Yeah, it was a good mix between those, like bad Shark Tank ideas.
He wants to buy a single Kirkland signature white T-shirt.
I
don't need 3. Put it back.
The one lady had the idea of a stock market for music artists, where it's okay. Here it is: a stock market for music. Risk modeled on time on scene and staying power. Artists can self-monetize rather than relying on labels, and fans can create generational wealth from investing in music they're passionate about.
Okay.
They already did this. They did this with Twitter, and it included musicians. I remember there was a site, I forget what it was called. I think Tommy Lee was on it, in like the
Pornhub.
What were those brothers that like were competing with Mark Zuckerberg?
The Sklar brothers.
Not them. The Winklevoss twins. The Winklevoss twins were on there, and it was sort of like predicted, where you could put money on people, but most of them hadn't connected their accounts. So it was some random startup saying, LeBron is on here. You can put stock in LeBron, but it has nothing to do with him. It's just a listing for him on a website. And this is that same idea, but with all the sports people taken off. And it's only Maroon 5, and you can put stock in Maroon 5. And it's not affiliated with Maroon 5. You're
voting for them.
You're voting for them in a poll where there's also money where you win. I don't know.
It's like a fan club thing with a raffle.
Also, the video show Human Unlimited about limits, fears, possibilities, growth, and progress a person can make. I will explore all these concepts myself as a normal person and will show to viewers what is possible. What about a TV show about me?
Isn't it human, unlimited?
It's human, period. Unlimited!
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 It's like the Obama show.
That's
What if
somebody
they made
replied
a
that
TV
too.
show
Yeah,
about
somebody was like,
me?
"This is pretty much the Obama show."
Yeah, the problem with that is that he's not famous already. If he was famous, if he was an actor, if he was like Ben Affleck, and he went to Netflix and said, "Let's do Human Unlimited," they would say, "All right."
Okay, here's my actual idea. Just from yesterday, without even leaving the Twitter app, Kevin O'Leary needs me to pitch him an idea, and it will make him so much money. You have to remove all morals from the story because this guy's dad that would want Kevin to fully fund a like E-style, like a Kardashian-style show about this guy's dad, unfortunately, probably is about to pass away in a submarine. And I think Audio Guy 182 should have a show about himself. And it would be like 7 seasons long. And there'd be legal issues. It'd be really good.
Yeah, I think it's going to last
there was a Travis
3 episodes.
Barker show.
It's going to last 3 episodes before he starts stalking women again. And then they're going to have to pull the plug. It's like, what was it? Like Meg Wants Money or whatever the VH1 show was, where one of the guys revealed to like killed his ex-girlfriend and went to jail.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And they had to like pull the plug on all of those shows. I think if we followed Audio Guy 182 around, and there's a lot of bad stuff that would happen. So he's already Mikey Miles with no like financial limits.
Yeah, if his dad gave him a blank check, it's he's this what is he, like 40 or 30 something? 37. He's very obsessed with Blink-182 autistically. He's the son of the billionaire, or the stepson of the billionaire in the submarine. And he blew up on Twitter the day after it happened because he posted, like, it was very Onion autistic reporter. Like, well, I'm at the Blink-182 show, and it's so great. I love Blink-182. This is my favorite band, like, acting like nothing is going on.
Yeah, he replied multiple times when people are like, how could you be there and enjoying yourself at a time like this? And he replies, well, music heals all.
Yeah, this is my favorite band. I like it.
I want to meet them.
What's the problem?
Well, I like it.
Don't you see Audio Guy 182? See? I like it. It's my band.
Cardi B called him out and he's mad.
Tom DeLonge would have seen through him and known he was an alien.
Mm-hmm. He's not real. You're not a real person.
Mm-hmm.
Take off your mask.
We have plenty of aliens on Earth to discover first.
But he's like, they're writing articles about him because he was like,
say Cardi B called him out.
Yeah, Cardi B called him out. Today, 4 hours ago, he tweeted, please keep my family in your prayers. And then like literally a minute later, a woman tweeted, can I sit on you? And it's a picture of her in a bikini. And then he quote tweeted, yes, please. He's also going to these concerts and like finding young women to take pictures with. And it's very uncomfortable. And he's taking pictures of people and like, it's like, okay, he's clearly just a demon monster.
Motherfucker goes to the zoo every day.
Oh, dude. Every picture, it's a baseball game or the zoo.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, someone told him, you got to get out of the house. So he's going to baseball games alone every day.
This guy's full-time job is being like a roller coaster tycoon patron. Just one of those little guys on the map.
One of those, all right, go to
just
the zoo.
Eating.
He's like a Sims tester. They put me in the pool, take the ladder out, see what happens.
Yeah. He's playing IRL Zoo Tycoon.
I'm doing mocap for Sims.
Just walking.
Just living.
What does he do in the winter? What is he doing? There's no baseball.
He goes to Blink-182 shows in the winter.
I guess.
Or the
he goes
zoo.
He goes to the aquarium.
Yep, he goes to the aquarium and he goes to Florida for spring games.
Yeah. As soon as March rolls around, he flies down to Florida and Arizona.
Second week of February, he's down there fucking throwing balls with the pitchers.
Because every picture he posts is just like, okay, here's me at the Padres game. Here's me at an outdoor concert. Here's me at the Padres game. Here's me at the zoo. Awesome, man.
It's such a great prank on Blink-182 to have a guy like that. For any band who's a billionaire's son, he has unlimited money, he loves you, he just only wants to come to your shows, but also he's going to stalk and harass women there.
Dude, this guy gives me, I told Tom this before we were recording, before Alex was here, but this guy gives me the most Mikey Miles vibes in so long. Mikey Miles had that power for like 6 months of just unlimited funds and being able to follow women. This guy has that all the time, and it's gotten him in trouble. He also got in trouble like several years ago for threatening to shoot up an EDM festival, probably also involving a young woman.
So Michael was saying earlier, like, oh, this would have been a guy like you or Drew would have like known about for so long, but he wasn't on Twitter until literally February, March of this year.
Yeah, Josiah
he got ran off. No,
I expected Josiah to know about this guy.
Yeah,
exactly.
We said that too.
Like, if Josiah doesn't know about this guy, that's how under the radar he was. Like, Josiah had a whole podcast about Blink-182. He knows everything there is to know about Blink-182. Yeah. And this guy sort of flew under the radar.
This
because
guy's
he's
Dark
just new.
Josiah.
That's right.
Oh man, I would love to hear that. They're the same age too.
He'll just dark you, dude.
Do you remember the 27 Club? Well, there's a new thing called the 37 Club. It's not where they die. Now they just do something that's like where they snap. That's like, it's Sam Hyde. It's this guy. Who were the other ones that we were thinking of that one day? There were many more, but I can't remember now. The 37 Club's bigger than we think.
I don't know.
I think I'm the first, or no, Michael's going to be the first to hit 37 on the stream.
Yeah.
So Michael's going to snap.
No, I will.
No, okay.
I'm rushing it.
I'm sorry.
I'm skipping some years. Just to one up you guys.
Every 2 years. I'm on the fat heat aging system.
They put me ahead a year.
In America, if you skip grades, they make you older too.
Yeah, they change your birthday.
That's why those genius kids that graduate college at 12, they're already working like a lot at like 14.
They're
fucking
actually
hate
21.
Yeah. I always hated that shit because I think it's not fair. I think those kids should have to go through school still.
Yeah.
I don't think it really helps you too much.
No.
To actually be in college at 12 because
no one's
where do you end
out
up?
with your little smart ass?
Does that really qualify you that much more for a job?
Going to the
if you don't
dorm
finish college when you're 18 instead of 22 and it's the same degree, like I feel like if you're already that guy, you probably have like rich parents and you have like tutors and you're in a private school and all this stuff, and it's like you're already good to go. You're fine.
Any child geniuses listening can let us know how the situation works. We're not familiar.
Any child geniuses listening, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you, nerd.
Fuck you, idiot.
Go read a book.
Moron.
Start slacking off.
Start drinking.
I'm still supposed to be in kindergarten, but after 26, they won't pay for it anymore.
My school liked me so much they held me back here, and they just didn't want me to go.
My mom wanted me to go to kindergarten forever because when I'm home, I would bite her.
Kids acting like they're fucking prisoners. They kept me here to teach the other kids that I'm really good at it. I'm basically like another teacher.
I'm a second teacher. They hired me as a second teacher for my 5th year.
Is that why you've gone to the classroom that's in the detached trailer for 4 years?
I'm a super senior. That means I'm worse at school than the people who are doing it the first time.
Did you guys have those? Did you have the detached trailer classrooms with the kids that got to play with the reptiles and shit instead of doing real work?
They had one when I was in grade school. They had the one, and my best friend went to it, and then my brother actually went to it like occasionally.
Sometimes if it's a small grade, they just put that grade in there instead. It's not always like a special thing. But
it was like a special thing. It was for people who like struggled to like read initially.
Yeah,
and
it's kind of like alternate high school, but for like kids that young.
Like my brother just refused to read. He just wouldn't read anything. And like my mom would try to get me to like read with him. This was like I was like probably first grade or so, and he was in kindergarten, and he just like wouldn't read stuff. And so our solution was, my mom was like, you can't play video games, you can't go outside until like he reads this book. And so it'd be like, all right. And then I would sit down and then I would read the book out loud to him. And then we'd just go play outside and be like, all right, did you remember all that? All right, cool. Like, I don't want to be here either.
Did you figure it out?
Teach you. No, never worked out. He still doesn't know how to read to this day.
What you have to do is you put on the cartoons and you put on closed captioning and you turn the volume off.
Mm-hmm. Well, they
have to read it.
Turn the volume at 3, so they're like...
He wasn't the type to ever care about cartoons. He was like... taking apart the VHS. He would take apart the VHS but not know how to put it back together. No, he just wouldn't put it back together.
What are you watching on those tapes?
Like, or the VCR.
Look at that. My son's a fucking genius. Check it out. Look at all those parts. Your kid can take stuff apart but not put it back together.
Okay, that was the Clock Kid thing. That was the Ahmed Clock Kid thing where it was like, there was the whole racism thing, but in the back of my mind, I was just thinking, oh, it's one of those kids. It's one of those kids who just unscrews a bunch of shit and then says, look what I made. It's just, you just broke something that we had.
That honestly reminded me of a guy I played baseball with. We went to his house after like the end of a game, and he was like, I make my own fireworks, check it out. And I was like, oh, cool. And then he like had a plastic tube where he like ripped the inside of like other firecrackers and like dumped all the shit inside and like put a cap on it, and like it wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, I remember.
It's like, oh, that's dope, man.
That's what like the fat heat people do with hot sauces, where they mix two hot sauces together and they're like, this is my hot sauce that I made, that I sell.
That's such a good bad kid thing though. Doing things like eating the whole bubble tape at once, like a hockey puck, instead of pulling out. And then
taking
like
a bite out of it like a puck.
You get snapper pops on 4th of July and you take them all apart and take all the like gunpowder inside. It's not real gunpowder, but you know. And
that's what you think
put it inside
is.
of a bigger piece of paper, then just throw it. It's like, pow, and you're like, nah.
You
blow
think
it up
like
as like a baseball size one.
In your head, you're like, damn, like this one, like it pops. So if I put like 30 of them together, I bet that's a real firework. And it's like,
hits
no,
the ground
that's
like
not
a
how it
fucking
works.
cornhole bag.
It's so funny.
I remember my cousin specifically putting it in like a piece of toilet paper or something. He's like, it looks just like it. Fucking whips it at the ground. The shit just like goes poof, and just all
it
over
just
the ground.
opens
Doesn't
up.
do
And
anything.
it doesn't do anything.
And then he was sad, but then we went and got a lighter and lit it, and it was cool.
Ooh,
You know, good ending.
Pretty
And
good.
then we figured out we can burn stuff into the cement by writing stuff with that stuff and then burning it
Yeah, that's what Scotty Allen Day used to do at his jobs too.
with his face.
When he was the pyro, when he was the pyrotechnics guy for Twisted Sister. But I come up with my own pyrotechnic show, and he would put 80 sparklers in a plastic bag.
So mean. He looks like that. He's crawling out of Great White.
Oh man,
He was clogging the door.
Oh, I'm on the way. I'm sorry.
yeah, I went back and read about Great White, about how much they suck. They were such a shitty fucking band. There was like one original member, and the only song of theirs anyone knew was a cover of the singer of Mott the Hoople, which people already don't know already. They don't know who Ian Hunter is.
Do you know how I know Mott the Hoople? That's like one of the most common fucking bands to see like in the $0 vinyl bin at like Goodwill.
Yeah, it's like
take this.
Yeah, it was a totally different era, but there's something about bands like that with a name like that, like Toad the Wet Sprocket or Hootie and the Blowfish, that they just instantly go in the bin, even if it's good.
The old Kanye Hootie.
Hootie. The old Kanye.
Do you remember that meme? It was just like a video of him singing, I only want to be with you. And somebody being like, I miss the old Kanye, because he looks a lot like Kanye in the video. He's like wearing a big red polo. That was a good one. Good meme.
That guy's country now.
Cade reminded me of that the other day. Yeah, Darius
He's
Trucker.
been country, right?
Yeah, he's been country for like 20 years. It's kind of interesting that he...
Because, Hootie kind of like... I don't know. Hootie kind of like...
I remember being 9
bordered
years
on,
old and knowing he hated being called Hootie. Yeah.
Yeah, they were kind of like a Blues Traveler type of
exactly.
where sort of like roots rock a little bit, like kind of a little bit along those lines.
They had this moment leading up to the Big Swing revival with the Brian Setzer Orchestra and the Cherry Poppin' Daddies, which is Tom's favorite band name.
Jump, Jive, and Wail.
Of course,
Jump,
it's cool.
Jive,
It's bad. It's a badass name if you know what it means.
Yep. My parents saw Brian Setzer once.
Yeah, my parents had their CD.
I think.
I do like that kind of music. I don't really need to listen to him do it. Like I'll just type in Benny Goodman and you can go listen to that. You don't have to listen to a guy do it in the 90s, but it's fine.
I just got a memory of being young and eating a zebra cake and seeing them play Zoot Suit Riot on one of those daytime shows. It must have been like Rosie O'Donnell. That sounds about right.
I have that. I have a memory of eating a zebra cake and watching it on YouTube earlier today.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
Cool.
The Zoot Suit Riot, by the way, I don't know if we talked about it last time. We brought up the Cherry Poppin' Daddies
last week.
It was a race riot. It was a race riot against Latinos.
I think
where
you
a bunch of them got killed.
You'll have to tell me again next time too.
And they just they didn't know what it was, and they heard the name of it, and were like, "That sounds cool." I bet they were dancing.
That sounds cool.
Bunch of white guys in the 90s. Awesome.
Sounds about white.
Well, we didn't have Google back then. You had to ask Jeeves, and you didn't always trust what Jeeves was saying. So
yeah,
it's true. And Jeeves was another white guy, so what would he know?
Wearing my gangsta suit and doing a flapper dance.
My gangsta suit.
I listened to Swing Revival on the way to the farmer's market.
You know what you should start listening to? Electro Swing. Now, that's some good music.
That's pretty electrifying.
I want to time travel to 1929 and tell people I'm gonna beat your ass Boardwalk Empire style. Know what I'm talking about.
I'm about to go Buscemi on you. Who's that? I don't know. Do you know his grandpa, maybe?
In Detroit, if you're gonna go Buscemi on someone, that means a nice slice of pizza.
I'm gonna go back to 1920s and invest heavily in the stock market.
Oh, wow.
That's a good idea.
Well, you just got to short everything.
Okay.
You go into the stock
shorter back then.
Yeah,
it's true. I would fit in great. You go into the New York Stock Exchange and say, "I want to short everything, everything you got, just short it all," and they would be like, "What?"
Well,
I'd
here's
say,
the
"Yeah,
thing,
do it." And then 2 minutes later, they would be like, "Oh man, We should have known something was about to happen.
So
motherfucker.
Due to inflation, $1 in our time is probably worth like $8,000 in their time. So if you just even brought back like a $10 bill, I mean, you'd be a millionaire. Well, but then you'd be like, oh, this is from the future. It's actually, if you hold on to this, it's going to be worth like a lot more money. Okay, cool.
I think, like you would have to count on them not looking at the year. But I think you could use a penny, maybe a dollar bill. You couldn't use the dime because FDR's on it, so you wouldn't be able to use that in the 20s.
Unless you told him that guy's going to be president, gamble on it. Go on stake.com and gamble.
Yeah, I guess he was alive. He would have been the governor of New York State.
I would fucking put it in his hand and be like, you will do whatever I say. Look at that.
Look, I'm fucking changing your life, dude.
You want
Maybe that's why you need gold.
You want your legs back, little man? Go ahead, tell him.
I can beat your legs, dude.
I can beat your legs.
I'll carry you around, bro.
That's why I think it would have been cooler if someone did carry him around.
That would be awesome.
Just a big giant man. Big Show carrying him around on his back.
If I could time travel, I would make sure that everyone knows Walt Disney's a Nazi. I'd make sure he says it super publicly and like on record, like a video.
If I could time travel, I would go back before I watched Disney. I'd go back before I watched Stranger Things 1 and be like, damn, I can't wait to go into this fresh again.
Oh, that's a good one. Other shit would be cool too, but like everyone wants to do that. If you've never seen it, you're so lucky.
I think if I had a time machine, I would go to July 27th when the release of Twisted Metal on Peacock is scheduled.
Oh, okay. Nice.
The Twisted Metal show.
Oh, you're going forward,
wait.
Yeah, I really need to watch that show.
That's a click remote.
Instead of waiting like a month, you're using your one time machine to go forward a month. That's going to happen anyway.
That's the click remote. You can go forward.
Do you get to pick what you did in that month?
No. The click remote, you can go forward and backward, but isn't it like
I thought you could go backwards.
Skip? Oh, you can only go forward?
Yeah, I think you can only go forward.
You can only pause and go forward, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that movie was called Cuck.
No, that's a different one.
I was reading the poster wrong.
The poster, yeah. Looks like it, the L in the I.
That's why I was very disappointed, but I did enjoy it when I saw it.
Cuck is that movie where everyone's like, that's the one where Reddit's like, I cried, I still cry, I watch every day and I cry. Like, their saddest movie.
I always loved remotes.
It is a sad movie, though.
I've been a big stan of remotes my whole life, and finally there's a movie about them.
Adam Sandler did Punch Drunk Love and got real serious, and was like, I'm going to make a comedy that's also kind of serious.
It was Little Nicky.
Yep. I'm going to do a Little Nicky voice while I'm directing it.
Hubie Halloween was very serious.
This is Hubie Dubois.
Very scary as well.
Well, it involves Halloween, which is the most haunted of all the holidays.
I love his name's Hubie Dubois, and it's literally the fucking, like, the Adam Sandler sound. Hubie Dubois.
Hubie Dubois. That's Adam Sandler subscribing to what's his name? Derek's Patreon.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's Adam Sandler. That's the name he checks into hotels with.
Adam gives him $1 million a month to do everything.
Do you know what the last Netflix Adam Sandler movie is gonna be? It's fucking crazy. It's called Sandler's List.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't know what it's about. What's coming out?
Oh, he hasn't chosen who to save yet. He's playing a Jewish guy who somehow runs a factory. Yeah, they gave me all these Jews. They had no idea, and I guess I can I'll let them go. I mean, they're really incompetent here.
Nobody asked me. You still did a Little Nicky voice.
They didn't check me. They didn't check my grandpa, or I don't know.
Nobody asked me.
So I guess you guys can go if you want.
Oh, Little Nicky. It's a great one.
Sandler's List. So check that out.
I do
it's
enjoy
summer 2024.
It's still funny that like Adam Sandler had those like Hotel Transylvania movies, and then for the fourth one he was just like, I quit.
Shaney did
and
it.
Like they got Brian Hull to do it.
Oh yeah.
And then like Shaney, they made $18 million on a budget of $75 million.
Pretty good.
Because they sold the rights to it and then like only released it on Amazon. And nobody
Brian Hull
it.
is the only guy who managed to actually become a voice actor from YouTube, from just being annoying on YouTube, because that's the level that you have to be at, where he's doing new characters, he's doing current characters, he's actually very good at it.
I think he spent enough at the Disney store that it just triggered something. You win a role. Too. $75 grand spent in a month. You win one voice acting role.
But it is it's funny for guys like Shaney Entertainey or Outlaw or any of those guys who have a voice. They can do it's that guy who died. He got banned from KomoriCon and he died.
The big fat dead guy.
They can do one voice and it's Skeletor. And no one's going to hire you to do Skeletor. They don't even they barely even make shows about it.
Skeletor sucks. That's just a cartoon that you know and you compare ugly people to. No one cares about the voiceover.
I do, and then I think they've remade like He-Man shit on Netflix, but I assume they just don't even have like that whiny, annoying voice from like the 80s cartoon. So it's not relevant. It's never gonna be relevant because why would you want to like copy it? Like, you know, just bite the style of the old cartoon, especially if you're making something different. It doesn't make any sense. But I believe there should be a Skeletor cartoon, and all of those guys should take turns playing the part.
Yeah, Chaos Infinity.
Episodes. Shane.
Every 42-year-old white guy who can do a 3 out of 10 Skeletor impression, they should get to do it professionally for the rest of their life, even though no one on Earth watches that show.
Yo, you guys watching Skeletors this week?
Because it's from when I was a kid.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah. It's me, Skeletor. It's also me, Skeletor.
I was 8 years old in 1986. I was 8 years old in 1986, and I never left. I never left.
You're a mean one.
Everything was perfect when I was in 3rd grade. Everything was perfect when I was in 3rd grade. That's the Skeletor convention, the ambient audio. I miss my parents buying me stuff.
You're still 9. Everything's fine.
I love my toys. My toys.
Dude, I do such a good voice for my toys.
Where is my stuff?
My guys are so awesome.
My guys.
I love that my parents bought me all my guys, and I still have all my guys. But the SJWs want to take my guys away.
No,
they want to take the guys out of my room.
Just got a call from my roofers when I was at work. They said they found my guys up on the gutter.
They found a bunch of frisbees.
Mom, they found my guys.
The guy throwing his guy up and he gets stuck on the roof. My guys.
Well, the guy who cleans the gutter calls. They just found a bunch of leaves in there. They just found a bunch of leaves up in the gutter. Holy shit, I hadn't seen those since last fall.
What the hell were you doing up there with those?
No wonder nothing was coming out.
Haven't seen those since last fall. It's so stupid.
Where did weren't there leaves on that tree? Weren't there just leaves on that? Is this a Mandela thing?
That's a Mandela effect. You seem to remember there being leaves, but actually, last winter there were no leaves on the tree either.
Was there not snow there?
Mm-mm.
I thought there was snow there.
That's a Mandela effect.
Like a few months ago? I don't know.
I'm going to make a video about
Stuff
it.
changes a lot.
I'm going to make a 9-minute long video.
It's definitely something other than me not paying attention.
Mandela was somewhat racist, so we shouldn't call it that anymore.
Yeah, you've heard what he said about white people?
No.
The Boers?
Like they shouldn't be allowed to own us and stuff. I don't know. It's really controversial.
That's still a lot of people there.
The Boers are so weird. They took the Boer trek. They went way up in there.
Mm-hmm.
They should have stayed on the Cape.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's a whole thing. They're all up in there. They're rednecks. They don't know how to read anymore. They speak a new type of Dutch because they forgot.
They sound like
just a pain in the ass.
Like a bunch of fucking idiots. Shout out to our South African viewers, though, or listeners. Thank you. We have a couple South African viewers. They're awesome.
Well, they speak English.
They know what we're talking about.
They're the good kind
of people. They're not those people from Orania. Orania is the all-white town.
White South Africans, they better speak fucking English.
Orania, Orania. They have the most L flag of all time. It looks, from far away, it looks like the old Denver Broncos logo. The D with the horse in it.
Orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very...
Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah. I don't
it's
like
just reminiscent of it. But it's the Denver D looks cool. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. It's just like the colors and shit. But yeah, they're a bunch of weirdos there. Whites only community. They're 99.9% white there.
Sounds about white.
Why would you go to damn Africa?
Bro,
why would you go to damn Africa?
People travel to that place, of course, as a tourist.
Oh, of course. Because they're like, well, I feel better going here.
Just a big fat. Now that's cool.
I'm scared.
Now that's what's cool. They're all white there. You don't get to worry about crime.
I watch a lot of like House Hunters International, and I skip every South African episode.
That's a good move.
They're just
Put closed
they're
captioning
annoying.
on.
They're so annoying to me.
Put closed,
That's
mute
not
it,
why
put
Tom
closed captioning on.
skips. Tom's like, I
Partially.
can't understand this confounding accent.
They're always like, usually the couple like fights with each other and they say like mean things to each other. You're like, all right, we don't need to see this. Just show me some cool houses somewhere else.
That's so
Those shows are
sweet.
kind of a bummer.
You don't like
Yeah,
them?
they're all annoying.
They're entertaining, but I watch them as it's just that, you know.
I like the idea of leaving America.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that would be pretty awesome. It'd
Yeah.
be cool to live in Ireland.
Yeah, Ireland's great. I love Ireland.
The weather's always nice over there.
I'm moving somewhere dangerous. Fuck it.
Mm-hmm. Ireland.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear orange.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there and just be a real prick.
I thought I was going to Orania.
I'm gonna hang a Union Jack up.
No, I like
fucking
Ireland. I'd move to Ireland.
American guy buying a
Belgium
house in Ireland,
looks
just
great.
flying a big Union Jack. Fuck you all. They'd be like, what the fuck?
Okay. I'm gonna move. Where else can I move? Let's see. South Africa,
Japan,
England. What else?
Scotland.
Nope. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of that. I'm
Oh,
afraid
why?
of those people. I don't know. I just something off. Australia. I'll move to Australia.
Beerwa is hell on earth.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to Beerwa for sure. I would go to Alice Springs.
Every day I pray for death. Go,
I'm gonna move in with the
time
Annihilator.
for me to come upstairs with you. The Annihilator.
My dream is to like become divorced and I go have to move in with the Annihilator and we're both getting our like our our claws done. Where they take the,
Fuck, I hate this.
the sander and they
belt
have to get
sander.
the bottom of our feet.
I forgot
and our
about that.
toenails.
That's foul.
And then we swim like one lap of the pool and then we spend like 23 hours inside of his apartment just complaining.
well, after
His
your
feet are
after
so
your big
fucked
workout, after your big workout, you gotta go get your triple meat Subway sandwich and eat it
Oh,
all in
yeah.
40 seconds.
And like
I
3
earned that
bites.
sandwich.
Ooh, I woofed it down.
It's so fucked up that he has to get his toes grinded down. The toenails. It's like old people.
Yeah,
Like people with like
stupid.
fucked up arthritis feet or like severe diabetes.
Yeah,
well,
idiot.
maybe he
Just-
has that. But
Just go outside
he
and drag
definitely
it
has
on the
that.
sidewalk while you read a
I
book
know.
like I do.
He's definitely the youngest guy to have like an inch thick toenail growth.
That's what you're
It's like,
supposed
oh,
to do.
gotta
So
have it taken care
just
of.
to avoid that embarrassment, just go outside with the book and walk up and down the sidewalk, dragging your toenails on it and grinding them down. And
Yeah,
eventually they'll all be
renting
good.
a bird scooter and having one foot on the ground barefoot. It's making sparks. What the hell is that guy doing?
Look at
I-
Tony Hawk here, man.
Them sanding down like his feet was so cool. You're just
That's real
you're
nasty.
not.
It's like a rhino horn.
I felt so bad for the people doing
One
that.
of
It's like
those things I
trimming a
don't wanna
horse
see.
hoof. Like,
Just
just
that
for
over that over your Caesar salad. Say when. So nasty.
we're here at the Beerwa Bistro.
Bistro.
Biowa is hell on
Oh,
earth. Yeah,
God.
All
man,
the
you're-
ingredients come off of this big fat man's body. It's his blood, it's his cum, it's his boogers.
He's on the table like a sushi model.
You gotta eat off all the food sliding off. Though it's all they just gotta stick lunch meat on the side of them because it's the only thing that stays. Just a little piece of lunch meat.
They slap a piece of bologna onto his belly.
Shit keeps falling because he keeps fucking checking his phone and putting it back.
He's moving.
He's covered in vegetable oil.
You got a salad down by his feet, and you just start scraping off the gunk.
He's kneeling on top of the salad.
Oh, it's so nasty.
No,
You're about to
it's
eat,
fine.
You just,
No
you
one's.
just hear a fart that rattles the whole. Everyone's silverware jingles like there's an earthquake.
Their glasses are clinking.
I love that sushi model annihilator. That's so cool.
There's, you know what? A lot of room.
That
A
would
lot
make
of room for a lot of
Biwa-
sushi.
That'd make Biwa heaven on earth.
Man, just like a piece of sushi falling down and he farts. You're like, well, that's gone.
Ugh.
How about his uncut foreskin as the wrap for a
No.
sushi roll?
No.
Ooh.
How is that? You don't like that?
No.
Why don't you like
Ooh.
that?
Using it's
You put some
it's a
imitation
rice
crab,
wrap.
some avocado.
It's a rice wrap, and you use your chopsticks and pull the rice out.
Yeah, you have to like just trying to like getting the last piece of rice out of there, like, searching around, stretching it one way or the other.
So gross.
Oh,
I know there's a piece of rice in there.
Hey, dude, could you open up the foreskin so I can get that piece of rice?
Yo, could you
No,
just
do you know
hold
what's
it back,
funnier?
dude?
Do you know that landscaping tarp that's like black? Wrapping sushi in that looks like the rice paper, and just watch someone try to eat it. They just look like a cat with a string in its mouth. It'd be so funny.
Digesting that. Oh, damn.
Just that little roll of the plastic
Babe,
shit.
could you
They'd be
pull
like,
this out?
It looks like regular rice paper, but they just like start pulling it out. It's just threads. They're like, what the fuck?
I think my least favorite thing is when I go to the bathroom and then I get my string gets caught in my butt and I have to ask my wife to pull it out.
Yeah.
It's so embarrassing. My string from my toys when I eat my toys too much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so like I eat the toys and then I go to the bathroom and I just got that string coming out of my butt and it's like, oh fuck, babe.
Yeah,
I need you.
I was fucking around chewing on my Lego guy while I was driving, and I swallowed him. I had to fish him out of my shit later. He was my guy, though. Yeah.
Have you ever found a corn kernel in your jizz?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Put it there.
They're in my
It does
bloodstream
afterwards.
too.
It's normal. It's normal for it to be in your blood too. It doesn't digest.
I went to the Red Cross to give blood, and suddenly the thing was all clogged up. It was like, clunk.
I went to the Red Cross to give cum.
They had to put a chopstick in there and jam the corn kernel out of the tube.
They had to squeeze it.
I don't even eat corn.
That's the Monsanto corn. If it comes out, it's still whole.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't
Oh
digest.
yeah, that would be a good old wives' tale.
so funny. It's fake.
You can only shit out GMO corn.
You're eating fake corn.
People didn't shit out corn kernels before GMOs.
Well, that's
Monsanto.
The thing, corn is healthy because you can't digest it. So it's actually there's no calories in corn. You can eat as much corn as you want because
your body expends calories pushing it through.
I hold in my farts until the corn pops.
You eating the corn kernels?
Yeah, I air fry them.
I air fried the corn kernels in my butt with the farts that are held in there.
That's literally something like a fucking little 8-year-old kid would say while he's passing by like the living room. And he hears like them talking about an air fryer.
Oh, make popcorn.
Nasty. Oh, I have an air fryer.
Jesus, Alex is 9. AFY when my butt runs away. Here's a pattern of his feet.
I
was mature when I was 9.
Down.
Yeah, Alex was saying gross things
9-year-old.
in a mature, a nice mature, dry tone.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I waited until I was an adult to say stuff about poo-poo and pee-pee.
That's good.
And how it's fun to eat poop, and I low-key eat poop and it tastes good.
When I was a child, I found such shit childish, but now I'm an adult. It's very fun to say.
As I enter my 30s, I find that scatological humor is as funny as ever.
Scatologically, Neil deGrasse Tyson voice. Scatologically.
Scatologically, it's impossible for corn kernels to turn into popcorn from farts.
Scatological.
Well, you would have to eat the actual corn kernels, like from a bag of popcorn, the popping corn, and then I guess you would have to let them go in your butt and then feel that they were in your butt by shaking your whole body, and you feel them in there rattling around. And then
that's how I feel with all food.
Then you eat what Vince eats for a day to get the
Easy.
hottest, wettest farts.
Well, I think that would be Brad.
I've been trying to eat everything whole.
Brad is a popcorn popper. He's a human popcorn popper. If you put some popping corn up his butt,
the thing is, the
sealed
problem.
it shut.
Well, that's the thing with Brad. You'd have to seal it shut because every time he farts, liquid just
it would all
falls
spray out.
It just all he's going through about 9 or 10 changes a day.
He farts and he starts getting lifted into the air by popcorn coming out of his butt. It's like pop, 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 pop. Vince looks over all annoyed.
I've been doing the snake challenge for TikTok. I've been trying to swallow all my food for the week. Everything. I almost died trying to get a burger down there.
No chewing.
I had all 4 fingers trying to shove an entire burger down there, and my eyes were like, I was crying. My eyes were pointed each way. It's crazy.
That would be like, I would love to be able to unhook my jaw and just swallow anything instead of having to chew.
I can swallow Tic Tacs without chewing.
Damn.
Yeah, same thing with gum.
I got so much you can swallow without chewing.
What is it?
Tic Tacs
My
are
boogers.
addicting. Nice. Actually, I chew those.
Well, unfortunately, those do have hard kernels in them, so
Yes, they do.
will have to
It's
chew.
penny. It's actually pennies. Putting pennies up my nose.
Well, I would have to chew those. I love that Vince and Brad both said that they put crayons in their nose when they were a kid, like Homer Simpson.
Immediately
They do it.
said that.
They do it now. They
truly are, like, without any exaggeration, real life Homer Simpson and real life Barney.
Yeah, absolutely.
The hair, the job, like the wife he had out of high school that he took for granted.
I
Everything.
love Vince hesitates on every question answered to him, except ones that are like, could Wile E. Coyote outsmart you? Absolutely, every time, no delay at all. Like, what?
I was trying to get him to do the same impressions over and over.
That's
Because I had a stream on and I was getting so annoyed by him just for like 10 minutes straight. He's like, okay.
Let's see here.
Okay,
let's see here.
Let's see what you guys are saying. Like, that's the entire thing.
Yeah,
and I kept asking him to do a Grinch impression.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I'd
he
come
loves
back
the Grinch.
5 minutes later and say, can you do the Grinch impression? And I think I got him to do it 3 times before he started getting mad. I would come in as new people and then say, like, hey, can you do I just got here. Can you do a Grinch voice?
Now I know you guys
I just
like
did the
it.
Grinch voice. I just want him to stop doing Q&As.
Oh, it's so brutal. Like,
It's
I
fucking
think
fucking
I told
terrible.
everybody, if you keep watching them when they're live, you're feeding him, because that's the only place where he gets feedback instantly on anything. That's not just
it's
Brad
so-
and being like,
it's so demoralizing watching them, and like 20 minutes goes by and it's like 2 hours and 30 minutes, and then he goes, all right, let's see what you guys are saying. And fuck, no,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, it's down to like 2 minutes of him saying, like, yeah, I went to McDonald's and it was good, and then let's go to the chat. Okay, can't read that. Oh, Ho Hogan versus John Cena? Oh, I think they're both good. Okay, let's see. Okay.
he's
that's his whole
transforming
thing.
into a StreamYarder.
Yeah.
I mean, he really is, because
He's
he
been
used
having
to like
3 podcast episodes a week.
the only like funny thing when he does the Q&A stuff is just like him getting a question completely wrong, or when he says like Ho Hogan versus the Incredible Hawk, who would win?
It's the same word. It's
It's
Hulk.
the same word. You can't say it, but somehow he says it like
Ho Hogan,
4 or
Incredible
5
Ho.
different-
Ho Hogan versus the Big Bogan.
But then, like, because the older streams where he didn't do Q&As as much were good, because like the one where he reveals the Money in the Bank suitcase is the only thing he got from the divorce, and like he was like searching. He was like, he convinced she was trying to hide it from him, this toy briefcase.
Yeah, I'm sure she knew about it too.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
funeral
It wasn't
one,
just in the
ones where he had
garage.
Amber were good.
Yeah, the ones where he had Amber, because he's trying to do stuff with her, and like there's a lot of Q&A, but it was also like once a month or like once every couple months, so they weren't all that often.
Just having a sex doll sitting there for a Q&A is way more absurd and just
Of
better
course,
for the
yeah.
vibe anyway.
It really,
'Cause-
like, the streaming format really does spoil people like that, like him and Fatty, where they don't have to make any content, or they don't even have to do anything, plan anything, come up with titles. It's just like, hey guys, and then they sit there and it's like, oh, you guys can just say hi to me. I sit here live and you can say hi to me. And that's what
Yeah.
it is. And it's
The
like,
fatties
no,
are
you're just,
definitely.
you're not interesting enough to
best
just
is, like-
sit there and that's it. Like, I'm sorry.
I stream a lot of the time with no cam, but I always have something on my screen. It'd be like me putting up Discord with my fucking thing there, being like,
Yeah, you have to at least watch a video or have someone else there. It's just 3 hours of, hey guys, so what's up? What's up? Like, and it's not like he doesn't know how to use OBS because he's streaming off his phone, which is also, it's so frustrating to me because he went to ICB and I know it's a fake school and it's
Yeah,
not a
but
real
still,
school, but like we saw a video of him working on Adobe Audition or Pro Tools or whatever it was, and then he left and he forgot what it's called. He forgot how you plug in the mic. He forgot what an audio source is. He forgot what mono and stereo are, and he's back to just pressing live on his phone.
It's literally the only thing that he took from school, from the $40,000 he's now in debt, the like 2-3 years of school he did.
Christ.
The only thing he learned was that I need to use a microphone. And
Yeah.
so he has a microphone plugged into his $60 karaoke machine that's
Which
either
is
on the
pointed at the
table
floor
or
now.
now pointed at the
damn
floor.
it.
Just to,
and
I also
you can't
don't get
hear
how
anything.
he hasn't been yelled at. Because if I did that, if I was doing this right now and I set up my guitar amp and had it coming out of the guitar amp aimed at the family downstairs, I would get a knock on my door within a minute. But
I
somehow
imagine-
he does this for 3 hours and he's like, yeah, my favorite porn is lesbian.
Well,
and it's like
all they
blasting
hear-
into the...
They just hear fucking Charlie Brown teacher though through the wall, just honking.
And I think the problem with women is that they get to choose their own partners.
Imagine when Brad's ass is flomping around.
Yeah, Brad is
dude.
like throwing
Ooh.
himself on the floor dramatically.
What is
it was
there, a
very
hippo
funny.
up there?
It was very funny that Vince didn't invite Brad to the one after that because like Brad showed his ass twice, his actual bare butt cheeks. And he was farting and shitting and screaming while Vince was talking. And the chat was so rude to Brad that he didn't invite him. And he didn't even come up with an excuse for it. He was just like, yeah, B-Rad's not here because I kind of wanted to just be by myself this weekend. But, I'm kind of just all here by myself. So I just wanted to hang out with you guys. So it's like, I wanted to be by myself, but I'm also lonely. So
Well, Brad
here.
was like crying in the chat too.
Because
like,
he gets, it's such
he was
little
getting made
kid
fun of.
shit.
Nobody
Like,
and then
likes
he was
me.
getting all upset.
Nobody likes me. I'm too fat. I'm too stupid. It was like,
toe stupid. Yes.
well, like 2 days ago, he was just like screaming in Vince's face and like lifting up his leg and sharting and shitting his pants. And Vince is like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, and it's all, and he's like showing his shitty ass cheeks live on camera. And then he's like, why are people mad at me?
Nasty.
Why do people find this annoying?
Yeah, he's
This
so,
is so
fucking
weird.
gross. I hate Brad so much. He just
It's like,
ruins
God
all
damn, just stay in your fucking hole, dude.
That's such a little kid thing. Is you find out farting makes people laugh, you should end up shitting yourself in front of someone.
He just poop all over
Well,
himself.
because even the ones before, like you can tell Vince would get so mad
God
at
damn
him,
it.
and like it starts glaring over because like every 10 seconds, Vince reads in the chat, "Let's go Blues," and so he gets mad because it's not about him. And then Brad goes up and like shows you his new thing he bought. Like, oh, here's my new keychain. Here's my new lanyard. Oh, here's my new shirt. It's
Here's
like,
my
who
new
fucking
Disney
cares?
magnet.
Why are they here? Why did you bring all of this stuff to your friend's house for like one night?
Show and tell her Brad.
So annoying.
Has he ever been to a Blues game?
I think there's a picture of him in St. Louis, but I don't know if he went to the game. But he's very much the old Trill Ballins logo of just like 8 different teams. These are all my favorite teams. I love Notre
he
Dame.
probably became a
I
fan
love
of the
St.
Blues
Louis
when they won.
Blues. I love the Cleveland Browns, and I forget who like his baseball team is. I think it might be like
The
Cincinnati
Reds.
Reds. Yeah, so
The
that
Reds,
makes
yeah,
sense.
It's
they're
all the
colors.
colors. It's only the
The
colors.
Reds, the Blues, the Browns.
Reds.
There needs to be a greens and a black. Well, there's the All Blacks. You could do the All Blacks.
He's if you go to his Facebook page, I don't think you'd like
I
that
don't think
one.
you'd like that one.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they do. They love Trump
Mm-hmm.
because they're the perfect Trump voter because they're real life Homer Simpson.
He said Biden's running this country. This is. He just shook his head.
The benefit is that once Brad's parents die, he will never vote again. So, because right
Yeah,
now
I don't know if he even
they're
votes
the only
now.
reason.
No, there's no.
I
way it's not.
imagine his parents
They might-
make him.
If they care enough, they might bring him with them. But
I think they do.
I don't know.
Because they seem if he's
I bet his mom makes him get up at 4 a.m. to go volunteer at the voting.
he's parroting just what they're saying more than like because he's too dumb to even like retain anything he'd watch off of TV or read online. So he's just saying what his like dad and mom are saying. So they're the type who are like, yeah, we're going to make our son vote because there's so many fake voters out there. So let's make our really stupid son vote.
Fake voters.
And then they're going to pass and he can't drive. He can't do anything. And he's just going to be at like in the house for the rest of his life. He can't go to work anymore. He's just going to be stuck there.
Yeah, what do you do with him when he's like 47 and he's the grocery store bagger who's like creepy to women, so they have to keep talking to him?
Oh, he's
And,
not a bagger because he's too creepy to women. He's in the back room.
yeah,
like,
he's in the
doing
back
something.
at like 3 a.m. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's definitely backroom material, and not because like it's better work and you get paid more. It's because he was making all of the
Yeah, like, he's
teenage
just not
cashiers
presentable.
uncomfortable.
Like he will just he will start talking about lesbian porn to anybody within 10 seconds. He'll be like, yeah, you know about lesbians that eat each other's pussies.
Brad's one of those guys that's got daytime hours, but he's graveyard shift coded.
Yeah, is your friend who gets off his graveyard shift,
Mr.
and he's
Midnights.
like, you want to hang out?
That used to be me, man.
Like, no, dude, it's 7 a.m.
So
I don't want to hang out.
I know them. Yeah, the people that are like, we're all gonna go get fucked up at so-and-so's house. It's like 9, 10 in the morning. You're like, all right, man.
Yeah, we got to go back to sleep.
Have a good one. I got to go take a nap because we work again later.
Yeah, I have to... This isn't the only time this happens. We do have to do it again tomorrow. So,
so funny.
Huh?
The off
again?
hours we're supposed to get some sleep.
It would be like 9 a.m. and we have to be back at work at 11 p.m. And they'd be like,
pass out at 3, wake up at 10, go
payday.
out to
we're
eat,
getting
then
fucked
do
up.
it
I'm
again.
like, guys, we're working in like 10 hours. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you know,
That's
we all
cool.
been there.
That's what I
we
need
all
to
been
do.
there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's payday.
It's payday, baby. Time to get
Bro,
fucked up.
That was a psych hospital, though.
Hell yeah. Did you talk to it? Did you talk to the patients about it?
Oh, yeah.
I'm about to get paid and get fucked up.
You knew which patients you were cool to talk to about pretty much anything. That was fun. Great,
All of
great
them.
memories there.
Talk to all
You should
of
be
them.
able to take the best behaved patient out to party with you.
No,
Ooh.
sometimes though there'd be people that were like, because there was only one smoking area, and I'd go out and smoke a cigarette, and there'd be like the day group from the people that graduated like the inpatient program out there. So I'd have like some dude that was just fucking that I was just holding down to get a shot like a week before, walk up and be like, "What's up, man? How you doing, bro? It's so good to see you. Thanks for all your help." I'm like, No, they're always cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes
It's just
though,
funny,
you down.
you're like, man, this guy's about to come fucking knock me out. I'm just ready. I'm just gonna take it. I'll take it. I always
That's
hated
awesome.
that, but it was fine.
Yeah. It always ends up fine, but it's like, what is this guy gonna do?
And I
Like,
smoked
alright,
Camel
brother.
Crushes, so I almost never wanted to bum it.
Oh man, all my friends smoke Camel Crushes.
Why did they not want it?
I smoked them so girls would bum them from me at bars, so they talked to me and it worked.
Just
Very
walking up to him with like smoke.
I only started smoking
You
cigarettes
want a
because of that
cigarette?
job, so I didn't care. I smoked either those
Yeah.
or just nasty old 27s.
See, my grandma has COVID this week, so I can smoke inside.
Oh, nice.
No one can tell.
Nice.
Yeah, my
Not
grandma has
gonna
COVID this week, so I don't have to take care of her. Because she's mostly in bed anyway, so I don't have to take care of her. So I could just watch Melanie Mack.
She doesn't
I
feel
don't
like
have
eating.
a-
She doesn't feel like eating or drinking. I don't have to do shit.
Dude, my grandma's COVID. I don't have a babysitter this weekend. Let's go.
It's so awesome, the neat thing where you're like 37 and you've been living with your grandma doing nothing, and then your grandma falls down the stairs and you're like, yes! Yes! Taking care of grandma! Taking care of grandma!
She can't move anymore.
Taking care of
Doing
grandma
the risky
every
business slide
day!
in their underwear.
Just ratty old underwear.
Yeah, going to get their
Just
grandma's
brown.
fucking insure and shaking it up.
They don't. All their socks have holes where their soles are,
Taking
so they
care
get
of
caught on the
grandma.
floor.
You go grab your
Fall
grandma's
down.
chocolate meal shake and you grab one for you too. Run up to your fucking PC. Taking
Run down-
care of grandma.
Run
Mr.
down to your
Caretaker.
leaky basement.
One DoorDash at a time. Taking care of grandma. Fuck. The taking care of grandma is yours. Setting up Home Alone traps. Take care of grandma more.
Just putting
Trying to get her
grease all
injured.
down the stairs.
Taking care of grandma.
Yeah, I think my grandma needs to be taken care of more. If you get what I mean.
Hey, mom and dad, can I go move and take care of grandma?
You know, if she falls down the stairs again, she might not come in my room and say, look at all these t-shirts with the white splosh, and I won't have to lie and say it's the old Nickelodeon logo.
Change
Just
her windows.
faded.
Change her windows orientation upside down, so she turns her monitor on. Everything's upside down. You're like, Grandma, what are you doing? She doesn't know what she's doing with this stuff anymore. I gotta be here more.
I gotta live here.
She got all
I gotta take care of her.
She got all
I gotta live
topsy
here
turvy.
in her old room. Move her to the basement.
It's so Ben Stiller is the fucking nurse from Happy Gilmore. You will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep. You could trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up.
Yeah, I'm
it's
putting my
fine.
grandma
It's
down for a nap.
Man, I love being a baby city.
The bloopers from that scene, the Ben Stiller nurse scene, are some of the funniest. He makes everybody on the set laugh like 4 times when she's like, "Can I trouble you for a warm glass of milk?" And he turns around and he's like, looks like he's gonna fucking cry, and he's like, "You can trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up." Right when her grandson leaves, there was like 3 takes where everyone on set's just like laughing too hard. Everyone involved. It's great.
He's great at the character.
Ben Stiller's always been an insanely good, this little prick.
Yeah, dodgeball.
I mean, his dad's
like,
a pretty good prick too, so that makes sense. Jerry
Yeah,
Stiller.
he died.
Yep. He died from being a prick. Yeah.
He was a prick to do that, to die.
It's such a prick thing to die.
More like
what a
Jerry, no, not still here. Stiller.
Jerry's still here. They don't call him that anymore.
They didn't call him that before, but they don't call him that anymore.
Yeah, I guess they're never going to call him Jerry Still Here.
Oh, God.
Ben's still here. They call him that.
Ben's still
here. Not for
here.
long, though.
The Pittsburgh Steel Here's not for long. They're going to Vegas.
Sand's coming through the hourglass for Ben Still Here.
Vegas getting 4 professional teams from each city. That would be awesome. Oh, man.
I call it Bris Vegas.
No, you do not.
Las Vegas.
No one calls it Bris Vegas.
I call Las Vegas Bris Vegas because it reminds me of Brisbane. And I've never been to either city, but I've looked up pictures of them, and I call Las Vegas Bris Vegas, and I call Brisbane Brisbane.
So fucking stupid.
All right, I gotta go play Tomb Raider with my grandma.
Oh, nice.
I'm the woke one.
Yeah, I gotta spread a bunch of grease on the stairs so my grandma falls.
I gotta set a paint can trap so she gets hit in the head. And I
gotta do some Kevin McAllister shit in my house, so I have to take care of my grandma who's only 61 and still works.
Operation Extended Summer is a go.
Operation Permanent Snow Day.
Asking my grandma for a ride to the pet store so I can get a tarantula.
Operation Permanent Snow Day. Jesus Christ.